A once thriving turkey farm is now causing problems for the city of Fresno. How a local demolition business became embroiled in the battle between the property owner and the city, and how it's hurting the company's bottom line.
The future of healthcare now lies in the hands of dueling Democrats and Republicans, with just weeks left until millions of Americans experience sticker shock from rising insurance plans.
I don't think the Democrats have shown any willingness to reform Obamacare, which has failed the American people.
You cannot get to where you need in terms of the cost in our healthcare system just by saying to people, just buy cheaper health insurance. That health insurance, unless it's comprehensive, is not going to cover what they need in times of an emergency.
Why some are now pointing to alleged fraud in the Affordable Care Act as a reason to overhaul the health care system, and why others argue extending the expiring ACA subsidies is in the best interest of the public.
The Trump administration is now ramping up efforts in Venezuela aimed at keeping the alleged trafficking of narcotics at the U.S. Bay. What steps the White House is taking in hopes of further withering down the nation, and why one Venezuelan man here in the Central Valley is backing the pressure campaign.
And yep, you guessed it, fog once again across the San Joaquin Valley. We are tracking the visibilities for you this morning, and yet another dense fog advisory.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, great day.
And we begin this hour with a live look at El Capitan. You got Half Dome there in the distance there. Beautiful shot up at Yosemite National Park. This is live, and wow, just the definition with which you can see everything because of the clarity up there. You can see the stars and everything. Fantastic up in those higher elevations there. Not the case here on the valley floor here. Still dealing with fog. Good morning, everybody. I'm Justin Willis. Liz Gonzalez is off today.
And I'm Christina Rodriguez. Carl Cook is on assignment. Thank you for joining us, and happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, and more fog. So,
yes.
Yeah, that's still going to be the case there. Still dealing with this Thule fog. So, it's what we can expect this time of year. In the mountains, though, looking pretty good. We'll talk about that later on, but for now, let's get your current conditions here on the valley floor. It's going to be cloudy once again if there's not fog where you are, but that fog is very dense out there, so just in advance alert, be careful out there today. 40 degrees right now, winds right at the southeast of 5 miles an hour. The dew point's at 39. Yeah, dew point and temperature getting closer, which means fog for us this morning. All right, so day planner looks like this. Yeah, staying cloudy for us if it's not still foggy at 10 a.m. It's going to be 42 degrees at noon, 43 at 5, 43, and fingers crossed for the sun to peek out this afternoon. Hasn't happened much lately, but there is a chance. I'm saying there's a chance. All right, coming up next, we'll take a look and see what's going on with the visibilities from this dense fog advisory next.
The Fresno Police Department is now looking for a man accused of setting fire to Al-Zahar Islamic Academy on Bullard Avenue. Fresno firefighters rushed to the academy after reports of a fire just before 4 o'clock yesterday morning. When they arrived on scene, they found debris burning on the roof. Firefighters quickly knocked down the flames before the fire could spread. However, witnesses tell investigators they saw a man on the roof just before the fire was put out. He is described as a white man wearing a green puffer jacket and beanie. He ran away. Police are still looking for him. If you have any information, call Fresno Fire investigators. A recent fire at a former turkey farm in Fresno is now drawing attention to how hazardous the property is becoming. That fire sparked yesterday morning, and according to Fresno Fire Department, there have been 12 fires in the last 13 months on that property. The city previously ordered the property owner to hire a demolition team to clean up this area. Since April, a local family-owned demolition company has been trying to clear the area, but in November, work stopped. The company says the property owner left them in the dark.
You don't hire a contractor and then halfway through say, you know what, I can't pay for this.
The city's forcing the owner to demolish it to begin with when we originally started. And we got everything going, and then we kind of got stuck in the middle of a city and property owner dispute.
Platt says it would take them about 3 weeks to clean up the mess if they were to pick up where they left off. A big shuffle may be coming to Fresno's Board of Supervisors. Fresno County Supervisor Brian Pacheco has announced that he will not seek re-election for District 1 Supervisor. Instead, Pacheco says he will be running for the State Assembly in District 27. Meanwhile, Kerman Mayor Maria Pacheco, no relation with Brian Pacheco, will be running for the District 1 seat on the Fresno County Board of Supervisors. Fresno City Council President Mike Carbasi has decided to run for the same supervisor position, abandoning his previous plans to run for county elections chief. The election for County Supervisor District 1 is set for June 2nd next year.
Our time is 5:04. Let's start you off with your visibilities here right now. And mile and a quarter in Fresno once again. It might feel like it's less than that in some places, though. Visalia is looking at a mile visibility right now. Those are the most dense places in terms of fog right now, but we are expecting this to kind of fluctuate as the morning goes on here, so we'll keep an eye on it for you. But there is a dense fog advisory in effect for you once again, and it's in the same regions there at that 1,000 to 2,500 foot level on the west side of I-5, down as you're getting into the Grapevine and Bakersfield there, or past Bakersfield, and then all up along the Sierra Nevada mountains there again. 1,000 foot level to 2,500 foot level, and we're talking about quarter-mile visibility in some places there. This is going to be in effect until looks like, well, that says Wednesday, but today's Thursday, and it's going to be in effect until 11 o'clock this morning there. So just be aware of that. Take it easy on those roads. If you're going up some of those windy roads in the hills and mountains there, be extra careful there. Slow down, low beams. You know the drill. That fog can be pretty dense at times. All right, so kind of in a holding pattern with this stubborn ridge of high pressure there, still deflecting an atmospheric river to the north, bringing heavy rain up to the Pacific Northwest and keeping it out of our area here. But what it is doing is capping the fog onto the valley floor, but bringing warmer temperatures to the higher elevations there. Got this inversion layer going on, and that's how we're going to be holding up for a while here. We could see some changes in about a week, but for now, we're still dealing with this Thule fog. All right, cloudy conditions after the fog. And it'll be 45 out there for our afternoon high today. Staying in the 40s tomorrow, staying below normal here with all this, and cloudy tomorrow with a 47. And then Saturday, fingers crossed for a little bit of sunshine at 53 degrees, upper 30s, low 40s overnight. All right, just a little bit here. We'll take a look at the rest of your highs and lows across the San Joaquin Valley for your Thursday.
We now have an update about a Merced County woman who was detained by ICE during her routine immigration appointment back in October. Maria Villanueva Caballero is back home. Her daughter posted on Instagram that she was released and has been home since Thanksgiving. The biggest news is that she received permanent resident status, so this can never happen to her again. Caballero is a mother of 4 and has lived in Merced County for the last 30 years. Her detainment sparked outrage with local and state leaders demanding answers, like Assemblymember Esmerelda Soria, who spoke with Fox 26 News about Caballero's return.
You know, I think that what ended up happening is that right now this current administration is trying to meet quotas of detaining people. That's what I think, unfortunately, they've done. And this issue has become so politicized that any opportunity, especially here in our region, where they could easily rack up those detention numbers and those arrests. I think that that's what the strategy has been. And Maria Caballero is not a criminal. Otherwise, she would not have been granted a legal permanent residency to this country. And so I am so glad that we were able to elevate her story, because her story is not unique. Her story is the story of many, many immigrant families here in the Valley and in this country that have come here in search of an opportunity.
Soria says she hopes by elevating stories like Maria Caballero's that it can make a difference in the generalizations that are being made about the immigrant community as they face persecution.
Lawmakers clash on Capitol Hill over reported Obamacare fraud. I'm Jeff Harris in Washington. Coming up, the race to get a deal done before millions of Americans see healthcare prices soar.
The Chuck Chansey Sky Cam, sponsored by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
A live look now at the Fresno Yosemite International Airport from above our Fox 26 News studio. It's 5:08 and 41 degrees right now. You can find new headlines at the weather forecast on your screen all morning long, even through the commercial break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.